Hello everyone, welcome back to Die Party Nightcity, a Cyberpunk 2020 adventure. We are on week number 30. We hit the big 30 today, which is great. And a great episode to do it on because we're going to I don't know, try and steal a giant cat from some security guards that are currently in the same van with us, so we'll see. We'll see what if everyone can pull it off. You know, it'll be interesting to say the least. So let's quickly go around and introduce all the people who'll be playing with us today. First up, we have Tessica. Did I say it right this time? No, you got
Tessica. You're close. You're really close. It's okay.
Today
Thing is,
we
he's not getting
have
closer.
Tess from Twitch. Hello, Tess from Twitch.
Hi.
How are you doing?
How are you doing? I'm good. I'm good. It's kind of been a crazy week. I got really sick and sort of lost my voice and felt like poop, and then sort of rebounded, kind of. Mostly by sheer willpower because I just really want to be here and streaming this week because I knew we had this heist, and then Resident Evil 7 is dropping tomorrow. I actually thought I was going to get it early today, but that didn't happen. So I'm just super excited to be checking it out tomorrow. It's going to be a crazy week of scary insanity.
I've seen a little bit of that game, and I don't understand how it's Resident Evil. Like,
you don't?
No, it doesn't seem like Raccoon City sort of punching boulder Resident Evil that I'm used to.
Well, I mean, it's the biggest difference is that it's now first person because their whole idea of the game from the very beginning was they wanted to make it as immersive for the player as possible.
Okay.
And they were limited by the technology for so long. And now, you know, it's kind of like the people behind Silent Hill and all of those games have kind of come together with the people from Resident Evil, and they're like, okay, we can do this now.
It does feel more Silent Hill than Resident Evil from what I've seen. So
yeah, I haven't played it. I only played the demo. The demo was basically PT. Like if you ever played the playable trailer for the new Silent Hill game that didn't happen, it got canceled. A lot of those people actually left and came to work on this project, which is why it feels exactly like that. I haven't seen the game. I've been avoiding it. My friend Carsey's streaming it because he did get early access, which I'm so proud of him for. But I won't know until tomorrow. Jury's still out. I reserve judgment. All I know is my heart rate is probably going to be like 1,000 the entire time.
Nice. Speaking about having a huge heart rate because he vapes all the time, let's go over to Peachy Pixel 8. How you doing, sir?
Pretty good. Would you like my 2 cents on Resident Evil?
Nah, not really.
Okay. I've been playing Redout, which is basically Wipeout, but as if it was made today, and I had to change my pants multiple times because that game is fucking awesome, and not made by a shitty company like Konami. You got my 2 cents anyway. Get wrecked.
Oh.
I'm Peachy Pixelate. Hi.
Sweet.
I kill people on Monday nights.
Oh, you mean tonight? Shit. Okay. I don't know who you're going to kill tonight. There's clearly no one around you that you can kill. So.
I don't know. I mean, there is one person with a big target right here.
Grant, the security guard.
I mean, he's basically already dead. Just
you do realize you're basically going to get eviscerated if you fuck with Tess's potential love interest, right?
I mean, the problem is Tess has known him for 4 minutes, including cuddling. If I know anything about sex, I know
and
that.
the time it took to eat the pizza.
Yeah, and and order it.
But okay, all my previous love interests in my life. Previous love connections have ended very, very badly and have turned me into.
Oh, there we go.
So, 3 for 3.
Fine.
And I was encouraged by you guys to branch out and make friends and find within myself.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how your character
We told you to
evolves
fuck
with
the
this
security
game.
guard to distract him, okay?
If I kill him, there will be payback.
Yeah, this is what I like. This is what I like. Remember, no PC killing unless it's absolutely necessary. Unless it's absolutely necessary.
Remember that, Tess. Just
Well, no, I would allow her to kill you guys.
What would happen if we landed a car on him?
No, I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, we'd be dead too because he's like right next to all of us, right?
Yeah. Anyways, before we get into the nitty gritty of the game, let's introduce the other three players that we have. First up, we have Fuzzy Freaks, who's celebrating her 1 year subiversary? No.
Partniversary?
Partniversary, yeah.
1 year ago today, I my sub button went live. Yay! Yeah, hi, I'm Fuzzy. I was drinking semi-heavy earlier, so I may just randomly fall asleep in the middle of the game. I don't know. I'm fine. But yeah, I am Fuzzy. I'm just going to do stuff. Hate intros, get really flustered, forget what I'm going to say, and just talk a bunch of shite. I play the Croaker, and aka Doctor. And
It's funny how that name's stuck.
And I make really
wine.
dodgy toilet wine.
Yeah.
Is that what you've been drinking today?
No, I was drinking Leffe and tequila.
So,
Great
yes.
combo.
Yes.
Bailey's and Red Bull.
Oh, gross.
That's my go-to drink.
All right. The worst fucking combination of things ever. Fucking Irish car bomb, Bailey's and Guinness.
Oh God!
No, it's not. Like it's a shot. I'm like, it's a half fucking pint of Guinness and drop a fucking shot of Bailey's in it.
I can beat that. You crack a raw egg and you pour warm Guinness on top of it.
Good God! Is there not enough protein in a pint of Guinness for you already? Jeez, holy jeez!
Why would anybody do that to a perfectly good Guinness?
Well, I mean, for one, it's Guinness. It's not that good.
I know, but like, no. Just, unless you're one of those crazy fucking like roid bros who's just like, I put raw eggs on my cereal because.
Okay, so we did it at football.
Double fisting raw eggs constantly.
We did it at football camp in Australia as a way to like. We had like this it was sort of like a marathon run where like the end of it, you had to scull a pint of Guinness with a raw egg on the bottom. So that was the final.
And then
hurdle.
throw it up and then drink it again, or is that rugby?
That's rugby.
Okay, yeah.
Speaking about rugby, let's go on over to the floof whose hair is still black. What's
yes,
that?
unfortunately. To those who don't know, there has been a pretty big storm here in California, and all the stores have been shut down.
Oh, really?
Because we can't handle a little rain. Okay, it's been a lot of rain, but everything is like shut down.
So basically, it's a normal Scottish summer day.
I'm guessing like but I'm in California. We're supposed to have sunshine and waves and sand, even though I'm nowhere near it.
Leathered skin.
Yeah, leather skin.
Yeah, leathery skin.
All that stuff. But the weather's supposed to clear up this week, so the pink floof will be happening this week, hopefully. So, hello everyone, I'm twitch.tv/nightmare. I will be dyeing my hair pink because of reasons. I want to say enjoying, but I have been struggling through the Long War 2 mod on XCOM 2.
Struggling seems like the right word. I mean, if I know that mod.
Yeah, it's a weird. You get a weird sense of joy out of just like winning.
One mission.
Anyways, yeah, just like it's actually surviving through a mission in that game is an accomplishment all itself. But yeah, I'll be enjoying that in the foreseeable future because I don't do Resident Evil, not at all. Nope.
And last but not least, we have Mr. Chip, who puts a chip in it. How you doing, sir?
Doing pretty good. Back from my little mini vacation. And WoW, my guild actually managed to down the latest tier of raids to come out, and we're going to be putting it on farm hopefully soon, and we might do some mythic progression. So I'm excited about that.
Is that like a world first, or like what is
that? No, we're nowhere near like world first type of people. But we just try to push what we can and have fun while doing it, and not be total dicks about it.
Okay.
Because there are like some legit raiders out there who are just the worst people in the world, and if you like step too far to the right by 2 meters, you'll get yelled at and
More
possibly
dots, more dots, more dots, more dots, more dots. Okay, no dots. Stop dots.
Yeah.
Stop the dots!
Oh man, that reminded me of fucking Legion raids back in Daok. Wow, old
That
school.
was pretty fun.
Back in the Daok.
I'm liking this tier of raids pretty much. But tonight I'm excited because Voxel gets to drive a car
Yeah.
and possibly try and use the car as a weapon for people inside of it.
Nice. So I got a couple of pieces of news. First up, we have a Patreon now. Exclamation point Patreon. You can go support the channel. And thank you very much to everyone who's already done that. You guys are the Bay. I can guarantee that that money will go to good use and bringing us more high quality Die Party stuff. Which includes actually getting me some fucking sound dampeners on the wall, acoustic dampeners, so that I don't sound like I'm in a fucking bathroom all the time.
Can it buy you proper mic etiquette as well?
It kind of adds weight to your GM that you're constantly in a cavern, you know?
Yeah, it does.
Welcome to my cavern of PC death.
Exactly. And on top of that, we have been working with Twitch to get support featuring the channel a lot. So shout outs to Twitch. You also, Bay. Last week we had our very first episode of Die Party Gambit, which was featured on the homepage of Twitch, and that show went really well. Peachy here could probably protest to that, but we've got 3 new players to a system that I've only played, so should be very interesting to see how that game goes.
It was super fun, and it felt super Star Wars constantly.
Yeah, if there's one thing that I'm proud about doing is that in a system where I don't have to worry about the players dying all that much, I can actually do some pretty interesting combat mechanics. So, unlike Cyberpunk, where I'm afraid everyone will die if they trip over a rock. So, yeah. So, let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, and if you want, make sure you check out the schedule. So you can see all the upcoming Die Party games that we have, because we are doing Omen every week now. So that should be fun. 6 games a week. Fuck yeah.
You mad bastard.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. So, last time we played in the Nightcity world, our players had very skillfully, I might add, they only failed 3 rolls in the entire night.
Fairly important role.
Yeah, fairly important rolls, but rolls all the same.
We still do have a tiger in our van, so that's something.
Yeah, well, they managed to infiltrate a high-end living environment for the rich and elderly in order to pretend to be animal lifetime companion tech employees to infiltrate and retrieve a large, very, very large, oversized Bengal tiger to sell on the black market. And they managed to do just that, surprisingly. So now they have this problem, however, because they failed. Remember those 3 roles I mentioned? Well, they were some of the more important roles of the system. They actually have with them 2 security guards. One of them, the now highly infatuated with Nina Kitten Paul, and the leader of oh god, what's her fucking name? It's like Biddy Babinski. Thank you very much. Biddy Babinski's personal guard retinue are in the car with them, along with a very large, aka weighing down the car, Bengal tiger. So we join our players. Everyone's getting into the car. Voxel, I assume, keys going in the car. Keyhole, whatever they fucking... ignition. And you're turning it. I believe Vi is, elbow deep in the glove box trying to find her handgun. And Nina and the rest are sitting in the back. Nina, I assume that you're offering a knee to Paul because it's pretty crowded in the back there.
I think it's the other way around. But yes.
Adorable. So yeah, you guys are all crammed in there. There is a tiger that, for the most part, is just like still seizing, and it's a big fucking tiger. Like you have to turn it like diagonal, and then you have to like stick its bum up onto the back of the car because the car's not really long enough for this fucking tiger to sit in.
Curl it up a bit. It's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of
cats. They're just basically made of wibbly stuff.
Yeah,
liquid,
no,
right?
that's right. Yeah, you guys.
Cats are a liquid.
Cats are liquid, yes. But when it's a Bengal tiger, how much of that can you push into being liquid? On top of that, it's worth pointing out that literally every single one of you, aside from Nina, who preemptively re-rolled her fear check ahead of time, is absolutely fucking frightened of this thing that's in the back of your car. So I want to remind you guys. Yeah.
Will save me.
Nina, you're probably like patting the tiger. You don't give a shit. You're just like, oh, look at this giant cat. Like maybe you.
I mean, it's a kitty, and I love kitties.
So maybe you don't even register that it's like a dangerous animal, right? You're just like, oh, like it's.
It's so cute. I just want to
bite anybody's face off.
It's like how a lot of people are sort of like wary of Rottweilers, and then that one guy who really loves dogs doesn't give a fuck. Like it's a little like that, except a lot bigger Rottweiler.
His name is Mr. Fluffums.
Yeah.
He likes to chew my arm.
Yeah. So
Voxel, what fake name did we give you?
I believe it. What was it? It was Kingpin's name. Nightmare, you gotta help me out here. You're the one who wrote it down.
Did I write yours? I don't think I wrote yours down.
What was Kingpin's name?
Because you were John Cena, right?
Yeah.
I was John Cena. Yes. You were Mary Jane.
Wilson Fisk.
I was Mary Jane. Wilson Fisk.
What did we give me a name?
You were Dr. Janet.
Yeah.
Damn it, Janet.
And somebody fucked up and called Nina. Don't know who that was.
Only 3 failed rolls in the night. 2 of them were mine.
So what's
Punch it, Wilson.
So you guys are just gonna drive? Okay, so here's the thing. This is an overloaded vehicle. Its weight distribution, not great. So any sort of driving check you're going to make, it's going to be at a -5. So there you go. That's the rules going forward. Unless you can lose some of this weight somehow. God, I don't know how you're going to be able to do that.
Is Grant looking at the tiger, all worried?
That's a good question. I mean, you guys have just gotten in there, so I assume that he's probably... I mean, the tiger's intrinsically tied to his job, so I guess, yeah. I mean, he doesn't suspect you guys, right? He doesn't suspect you guys for being what you actually are. You guys have done a pretty good job, even though you failed your rolls last game, to sort of hide that fact. Now, Nina, what have you told Paul? Like, what sort of bedroom pillow talk did you guys have?
We mostly talked about, our history, and he's really, really into kitty, sci-fi sort of history, because cats aren't around like for regular people. And I happen to really like cats. Like I've always liked the idea of cats. And so I'm super excited about this tiger. And I sort of told him a little bit about my checkered past, but not a lot. Like I basically told him I've been through hell, but running and dancing and cats make me happy. And he's into all of that. And he's really sweet and also likes the idea of cats. And so he's basically just gonna do whatever I say because he's nice.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah, so he is, if anyone remembers correctly, you literally crushed your seduction check, like just fucking dismantled it. So you've got what is essentially an NPC who's infatuated with you, and what that generally means is that you won't be able to ask him to do anything suicidal, but anything like right now, his first priority is to first sleep with you, which he's done, right? So, but he's also
You can do it again. Right?
yeah, right. So it's
What,
more,
right now?
It's more like his priority is not so much to sleep with you now, but more to continue that relationship or continue being able to sleep with you. His job has taken is playing second fiddle at least for today. We don't know how long that's going to last, right? But if you manage to massage that relationship in a particular direction, you can ask him anything reasonable, and he'll probably do it. On the other hand, the way that it works in terms of like the power relationship here between him and Grant is personal security. He is like actual housing security. So he doesn't really answer to Grant, and Grant doesn't really answer to him. You know, like they're two completely different types of security. And that's pretty much how that works. But yeah, so what's the plan here, guys? Where are you going? Where are you taking this thing?
Well, I'm screaming to Voxel, punch it. Wilson, punch it, honey.
Okay.
I'm just trying to sort of like quietly freak out whilst looking competent.
Are you trying to hide from a tiger that is literally the size of the van?
I'm kind of like pressed up against the side of the van whilst also trying to look like I'm tending to the tiger. It's like, oh, I'll just, yes, and then, perhaps I should administer some kind of thing.
Okay, so Voxel, where exactly are you taking everyone?
That is a question. I think what I'm going to do immediately is I'm going to get up on the freeway because I can punch it really hard there. But until situations in the back get better, well, first thing I'm going to do is we can have like a slight flashback. It might be a thing is like as we're running to the car, I'm there with Vi, and I'm just going to be like, I'm going to drive. You tell me when to get crazy. And then he's just going to get in. And he's going to get up on the freeway. The first thing that pops into his mind is Maelstrom. They might be able to help in the dead-end situation. We might not make that much money, but we'll make it out with our lives. Because me and the dude seem to have a pretty good relationship. There might be some ties, family, whatever there. It's on a freeway. Who knows? There might be we might happenstance next to some nomads or something or other like that. There might be some blood there. And I'll have more.
So the way that nomads work is it has to be your family. It's not just like every single nomad is your family. It's like, no, it's just you have a traveling group of family members. Given your backstory, you can't call on them, which is why we've swapped it over for the kids. And in the plot occasion where your family does come back, absolutely. But until then, you can't just be like, oh, I've got a tiger and I'm in Nightcity, and they'll be like, well, we're in like Atlanta now, so like.
Yeah, and like that's my feeling of it, and it's really just. I think on the freeway, I'd have more room, more speed, and there might be a happenstance situation. Other than that, taking him back to home base with the kids, the only thing the Voxel could think of is just go run inside, grab the lisp, and use him as a human shield as he tries to bash the guys on the head in with his sword.
Children, come to me! Stab them, stab them!
Well, I mean...
You're an adorable little child, would you? What about 10 of them with shields?
Basically. But he didn't think that would be appropriate because they might ask questions like, why are we going in the slums and all that type of junk. So I'm going to leave this up to Vi's judgment.
Where do these children come from? What are they doing? Why?
Yeah. So it's really just, I'm going to leave my... Voxel's going to put faith in the team, and then if things go wrong, he's going to do things his own way.
Okay. All right. So you're making it up into the highway. That so much is confirmed. There's not much of a highway in Nightcity because it's kind of... There is a highway, but it's not like what you'd think, right? It's not like super
massive
highway.
Overpasses and stuff.
Yeah, no, it's mostly just like a straight into the combat zone of Nightcity, and that's pretty much it. You won't be able to stay on there for long. That's what I'm saying.
The second we get onto the freeway, the highway, whatever, I'm gonna pick up my gun from my lap. I'm going to put it next to Grant's head and pull the trigger.
You're
And
in the
then train
front,
my
he's
gun
in the
and
back.
pull.
There is no next to his head.
What do you mean?
Like, you would have to climb over your seat and get into the back and then put it to his head.
Well, okay, well, he can't really dodge, can he? So, I mean, I want Grant dead, super dead, very dead.
Okay, well, this comes down to, like it always does, initiative. And
Would I get surprised here because he doesn't? He trusts us to be who we say we are.
So ambush always gives a +5.
Right.
So this won't help with your initiative.
But I've got solo stuff to help with that.
Yeah.
So.
So when you go to pull the trigger, you'll get you'll get your ambush here. So go ahead and click your little dude and then make a thing there. Give me a second. Suppose I should add let's see. Where did I put them? Okay. Okay, there we go. No, not that one. Not that one. Definitely not that one.
Did you just click on the boss?
No, don't worry about that. That's like...
We're gonna die.
Now I'm worried even more.
Is that what happens if the tiger goes ape shit?
Oh, God.
Oh, God, we're in a car with a furry blender.
So if anyone else wants to add their initiative to this thing, please do. And we'll see how we go from there. What is the armor on these guys?
Just let me find my initiative, because I'll probably try and shiv somebody if I get a chance.
Uh-oh.
Where is my initiative? There you are. Bloop. Did I forget to click on my character? I did, didn't I? God.
Holy shit.
Okay, well.
So I think I'm the
An
only
exploding
person who
dice,
hasn't-
though.
I think I'm the only person who hasn't gotten a double exploding die.
Wow, it happened again. What the fuck is happening with this game?
I don't know.
You can't increase your initiative though, so that sucks. All right, so let me just draw a freehand thing here. So G and P. Yep, pretty easy to understand who's who. Great, perfect. Okay, so
Do that wrong, the initiative thing.
no, that's right.
Okay.
You rolled an 8 out of a 10, so.
Okay.
Everyone else rolled super high because of the fact that, yeah. Oh, by the way, Nina, I wanted to. Someone in the archives came up with this great idea, because you know how you have your, you're a rocker boy, and your ability is to bring an audience, right? And that's never been helpful to you whatsoever, and it's never come up whatsoever. So what they suggested was we change your rocker boy to be like a solo ability, but instead of being able to go what is it, like perception and that sort of stuff, you have the ability to add your level of athlete to your movement speed, as well as your initiative. So that you can.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I
That'd be
think.
awesome.
How is the perception of the group, though?
What do you mean?
Because I think we were relying on Nina's perception.
No,
Hasn't she been the
solos have the perception. She's never had high perception, so.
How do I have my?
I've always failed my perception.
So if you're okay with that, Nina, I can go ahead and
Yeah,
make those
that
changes for you.
That sounds awesome.
How do I have my initiative to the turn order? Because I forgot to do the clicky on my character thing.
Click your character. Oh, I can add it to it.
Yeah.
So if you want to, yeah, we'll keep that roll. That's a fucking good roll. So Lucy and I guess Nina as well.
Alright. Do, 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 do.
So Lucy go to 29, which is fucking ridiculous. And
Yes, yes, it is.
you know what, Nina? We'll actually let you re-roll yours because we'll be adding yours. So yours is a solo in parentheses athlete.
Okay. How do I do that?
I'll fix it for you real quick.
Okay,
So
thank you.
you've got your skill is 5, and we'll move that to the solo, which is combat sense. So that'll be now instead of charismatic leadership, it'll be combat sense. But in your case, it'll just what it will do is it'll add to your athletics. So you'll get whenever you roll athletics from now on, make sure you add 5 as a bonus every time, because that's how it works. And on top of that, we're also going to add it to your movement speed. So we'll add 5 to your movement allowance, so that'll put you at 14.
Cool.
Which will allow you to run 42 meters in a turn. Which, if you put in, what's the world speed record for 100 meters?
I have no idea.
It makes sense with it being an athlete, though.
I think it's
a good
like
change.
I think it's like 9.89.
Seconds?
Yeah,
So you can,
something like that.
you're not the world's fastest, but within like 3 seconds you can run 42 meters. So yeah,
Pretty respectably fast.
considering that you've got
Yes.
augmented legs and stuff like that, I would say that makes sense, right? That's a decent speed. So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Who came up with that? That's awesome.
I don't remember his name, but I'll have to thank him for that.
Yeah, tell him thank you for me too. That's really cool.
Yeah, no, I did say that I would add it, and I've added it. So there you go. It's also worth pointing out that both Nina and someone else have no armor anymore, so you guys should think about buying that, by the way, too.
Ooh, okay. How much
And by
money-
that point, you should be not wounded anymore, so I just changed that for you.
How much does armor cost? I have 350 earbuds left right now.
It's like 80 for 10.
Depends how good Hal is, I guess.
I'm
Yeah.
good with that. Can I do it retroactively?
Yeah,
or do I
that's
have to do it?
fine. We'll just give you 10. It's not a big deal.
Cool.
Okay. So Nina, you were the not Nina, Vi, you were the other one that didn't have any armor. Did you want to retroactively buy that shit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
so just take away 80 Eurobucks and just add. It'll be 10. It'll just be flak. So
Can I be?
It only
in
added
this
a
party?
0. That was bad. Sorry. I fixed it.
you want to buy armor as well? How?
How?
Actually, I wouldn't be
Again?
wearing armor in this situation, so no.
I mean, it's flak armor. It's literally under clothing armor. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I'm thinking like a ballistic vest.
Oh, that's fine too. But here's the thing: your size makes it cost more.
Mhm.
That's the only stipulation I'm going to add for you. You got more area to cover, brother. So you
That's
know.
true. Yeah.
We're going to add a 2 times cost to every single thing that you have. So
Okay.
it'll cost you like 160
60. Okay.
to get 10. So okay, so
Okay, broke.
now that we've got something happening in terms of like damage and shit like that, let's actually take a look at what happens. Oh, I got to roll initiative for these guys. Sorry. Prepare to get wrecked. You don't fuck with my NPCs. There we go. Look at that. Boom. And descending. Okay. So we've got Lucy, followed by Vi, followed by Grant, followed by Voxel, followed by Paul, followed by Hal, and oh, we didn't add Nina. Oh yeah, we need to re-roll yours because you've got a new initiative now. So, oh, you didn't have a new initiative. No, he didn't change that. Okay, so oh, actually no, we will change your initiative as well. Give me a second here. So,
Does she get to add it like I had combat sense?
yeah, because she is basically a solo. So, except hers goes to movement allowance and athletics, as well as her initiative, and yours is combat sense, is perception, awareness, and initiative. So
I might have not been adding my combat sense to perception.
No, you did. Last
Commission?
time you did.
Did I?
That's why you got such a high roll last time. So, it also adds its awareness / notice and perception. So I'm pretty sure it includes human perception, but I'll double check. Nina, if you could, for me, please, just roll your initiative again after clicking your icon. Yep. 21. Okay, I'll add your dude in. Nina. 21. Enter. Descending. Okay, we're good now. All right, so Lucy, Vi, Nina. All right, Lucy, you're up. You muted, by the way.
I know. I was just right. Can I sort of hold off until somebody else does something?
No, there's no holding your action in this game. You either do something or you don't do anything.
In that case, I'm going to do nothing because I don't know what the fuck's going on yet. I'm just.
Okay.
I'll just I'm just going to be like
All right.
My action is
Cool. No worries. So Vi, what's the plan here?
I'm just gonna shoot Grant in the face or the back of the head if he's looking at the tiger.
Well, since it is initiative order, and you are going first, you do get your ambush. But that doesn't mean necessarily that he's not paying attention to his surroundings. He is, after all, a security guard. That's his job. So it's not like it's not like he's unaware of a situation, and he's not like, to give you an idea.
I've just got advantage in the situation.
You do have advantage because he inherently trusts you, but at the same time, this is the way they describe it is it's a heightened situation, right? An actual ambush, like strictly by the book's definition of an ambush, is catching someone so unaware that they are not ready for combat. Right, so if he was to go from being unready to completely ready, it would take him a second. But right now, this is like his job is on the line, his boss's tiger is fucking dying, and for the most part, he's separated from the person he's supposed to be looking after, but at her request, right? So he's in a heightened state. You get a +5 because it is an ambush. So go ahead and roll for me and attack. This is going to be, I don't know. It is the distance here, so give me a second here. I'll pull up a thing so I can get an idea. Roll your, it'll be less than like 5 meters for sure, but his defense is going to be his ability to dodge. It's not going to be a defense any other way, but you get a +5 on your thing, so.
Let's do it.
Okay, 28 is going to be hard to beat. But let's see what happens.
Don't fuck with me, Grant.
Sounds like a good NPC, Grant.
If this guy doesn't die before his turn, we're screwed. 100%.
I just need to work out what dodge karate gives. So give me a second here.
when the GM is humming, it's bad.
You guys this is going to be one of those interesting fight scenes. You guys are on a highway going really fast, and you're going to have a gunfight with 2 highly trained professionals. So it's going to be...
Welcome to Nightcity.
That's why I'm humming, because it's actually going to be a very entertaining fight. Like that's the only reason why I'm humming here. So let's see.
I'm going to hide behind the tiger. The expensive, large tiger.
Yeah.
Don't do that. The tiger's worth more than you.
Yeah, that's true.
Kind of is. We could probably pick up another croaker.
Let's see. Where is it? It's not under weapons, is it? No.
My dodge is under weapons, but it's boxing, not karate.
I'm trying to find where the. Oh wait, no, damage. Yeah, it's under melee attack. There we go. Give me that table. Come on, table. The problem, everyone, that I have to deal with every single time we play this game is that it's Cyberpunk and the book is fucking trash. Okay, let's see. Karate gives 2 to block. Roger Dodger. Alright. So, let's see. Karate with the +2. Boom. Ooh, he got close. So yeah, he will get shot by you, and you take 11 damage. Roll a 1d10 for me, please, because it's important.
Please, in the face. Come on, in the face.
Nope. So you get him in the chest, which is where he's
damn
armored.
it.
Actually, no, that's a leg. 7's a leg, right? Yeah, so you get him in the thigh or whatever.
Does 11 damage remove his leg?
No, it does not. So let's take a look here. The guy has a lot of armor because he's trained and he knows what he needs to be wearing.
Why are you singing London Bridge is Falling Down?
Because
I'm not actually. I don't know what I'm singing. I'm just humming. So, yeah. So the way that this happens is like you guys get moving. You peel on up onto the highway, and Voxel, in your mind, you're feeling the car. Like on the way over here, it's nice and light, nice and snappy. On the way back, it's sluggish and sort of back heavy by a big margin. Right? You've got a lot more
like
dudes in the
mom.
back. You've got a lot of tiger. You got a tiger in the back, for crying out loud. And I can just imagine, right? Before your nice casual drive, on the way back, you're white knuckling it because there's a fucking tiger in the back of the car, right?
Freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
Can we flash back to Voxel saying, when you need me to do my thing, you give me the signal. And Vi's like, sure, honey, I'll give you the signal. And he's like, well, what's the signal going to be? I'm like, you'll know it when you see it, sugar.
Okay. So yeah, this really loud handgun, like really loud handgun, gets shot right next to your ear, Voxel. Just like
it's
bam!
a magnum.
Burst eardrums.
It's
a
like
fucking
it's like a
magnum.
375 or 357 or something like that, right? Like it's a magnum. It's fucking
375, yeah.
It's 357. It's like it's a loud gun. Very loud. Give me a cool check real quick. Mr. Voxel. Keeping this will be at a -2. Okay, cool. Perfect. Because you're already like white knuckling it because of the tiger.
But does he not get bonuses because I told him I'd give him the signal?
The signal was supposed to be given before you put a gun next to his ear and
The
pulled
signal
trigger.
was the gun.
So yeah.
Actually, speaking of cool, how does what's her face react to this?
Who?
The hacker
Vixen.
chick who's in between us.
Oh, yeah,
she's
she sat at the front with us.
yeah.
She's in between.
Yeah.
Shit.
So
So
she
she-
would probably be more affected than what you would be. I don't need to roll her cool because she's just losing her shit already. She's probably like, what she is doing right now is continuing to keep the cat sedated by seizing it. And
Well, the cat is sedated, right? But she's making it go weird.
yes, you had it sedated for 40 minutes. It's probably taken you a lot longer than 40 minutes to get everything loaded up. You've probably got, I would say, give me a 1d4. Someone roll me a 1d4. It doesn't matter who it is.
I'll roll it.
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So you've got
Sorry.
You've got 20 minutes left of this thing being sedated, and it's a medical sedation, so there's probably no chance of it waking up due to like a gunshot or something like that. And especially since it's also being medically, mechanically seized, I guess would be the correct way to describe it. So anyway, yeah, this loud gun goes off. Everyone else, I need to roll a cool check for you as well. You guys you won't get a -2. Voxel, you rolled an 8, meaning that for the next turn you're going to be losing your shit. The DC here is a 10. So, what? How did you roll a 1? You have a +9 on your cool. Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So chill.
So, Lucy, you rolled a 1, so that's still a failure, regardless of whether you passed the DC. So, let's see. Can you roll me a 1d10, please? A 3. Okay, that's not so bad. Yeah, so you just, for this next turn, you've already given up your turn, Lucy, so that's fine. You would not have a turn this turn, given how badly you rolled in your cool check. But everyone else, Nina, I'm going to say you can have, 1 action this turn, and it's not to stay calm. So anything that you do, it'll be probably feisty or something like you reacting to someone, just how Vi does this thing where she will just do whatever she wants and make a situation normally worse for everyone.
No, I think you're misinterpreting that.
Can I not make it
I'm being her conscious right now about her cool being completely destroyed because you just shot a gun inside of a small area. So, Nina, you remember that situation where Vi made everything worse for you? Yeah, that again is happening right now. Even though you probably can't remember a time where that actually happened, that's what you're thinking about. You're thinking about how Vi made everything worse, right? You have this new boy toy for the most part, and someone that you really like, and you don't want anyone to fuck it up for you.
Who, by the way, I didn't shoot at. And that's the highest honor.
Don't metagame. You shut up. You shut your mouth.
Yet.
You shut your mouth. You're not allowed to metagame this. This is little devil on Nina's shoulder talking to her right now.
I still have my second action before Nina goes, though, right?
Yes, you can take another action.
If he's not dead, I'm going to shoot him again.
Yeah, this time it's at a negative. It's at a -2. You don't get your +5 anymore.
So
-2.
What is the tiger doing right now?
It's medically comatose, so
Okay.
not a whole
It's just
lot.
vibrating lightly.
So I realize that Vi, who I adore, is rather volatile, and if she doesn't get her way, she could potentially go after my sweet boy toy that I really like and don't want to have it to. So I'm gonna help her out. I'm gonna help her defeat this other dude.
Okay.
Oh, did I hit him again?
You did, yeah. So let's see. Where's that? Do you have that macro still? You do.
Wait.
How do you work this macro?
Do you have the buttons?
What buttons? What are you talking about? You want me to activate the macros on the bottom here? I don't know how to do that. Is that a setting somewhere?
Hold on.
Yeah, in options, in the cog.
Here, let me just do the damage real quick, and then I'll get it out for you.
Okay.
So it's regular. About 80,
It was 11. It was a 10 armor on the guy.
So 11 damage and 10 armor.
Yeah.
BTM.
God, I really hate saying this. It's 2. Okay, so yeah, he takes no damage.
Interesting.
But the armor, it does take damage.
Yeah, so it's down to 5 now. It's fine.
And what was the second hit? Or did the first one miss?
The first one just didn't do enough damage to even get through the armor.
Okay, but it did get damaged twice.
Yeah, it's damaged twice, so I've got that down already.
Cool beans.
Yeah, so second gun goes off, second bullet goes off. Everyone's expecting it now, but Vixen in the middle seat is just fucking fetus position. And because of this, she's stopped actively programming the chip that's inside the tiger's brain, so the tiger stops seizing at this point.
I'm helping!
It's still medically comatose, but you know, maybe it doesn't help the situation that Paul and Grant are in, even though you've shot. Grant, Paul is aware that the tiger has stopped seizing, essentially. Your lie is starting to crumble. Who's next? Nina, you're up. So given your cool check, you can't do a lot of things here. And what do you want to do?
What can I do?
You can do whatever you want, but it has to be reactionary. It has to be like gut feeling, I need to do this right now sort of thing. Like you can't... Try not to think about it too much. I hate sort of forcing, you know, how you're supposed to roleplay on things. But when you fail a cool check, you have to sort of be like not scared, but just like, you know...
Oh, fuck!
Yeah, sort of like you got to...
Who's in the most danger right now of getting hurt?
Well, if you had to ask yourself that and assess the situation using your combat skills, it would probably be Paul.
So can I maybe just like push Paul out of the way and kind of get in front of him with my blade legs? Is that something I can do?
Well, the only people that could hurt Paul is your friends. And you're probably... I'm not saying that you should hurt your friends. And I'm not saying there's a lot of room there's not a lot of room in this car to do that. What you can do though is maybe see if you can convince Paul to surrender. Potentially.
Well, I thought he was already on our side, pretty much.
I mean, he's very much in love with you, and he's willing to throw away his job. Whether the other people in the party think that that's enough to not kill him is up to them.
Because we don't know. He's
yeah,
just
and also, up until a gunshot ago, he thought that we were pet specialists.
Yeah, this is going to be a big shock for him. You know, you might want to.
Did he? Because I thought during our moments together, I sort of explained that we were not entirely.
From what I remember of you telling me, you said you explained your history, not so much what you're doing right now, which I thought was I used to be an athlete by the Russian Athletes Association. You know, I thought you explained all of that stuff to him. But if you did explain the other things to him, I'm probably going to need a persuasion check from you.
Okay, I'll do that because I would have told him that we're not.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I believe that.
You blew our cover. God damn it.
So you wanted to come clean. Okay, so here's what I would do.
I mean, not with details about you guys. I wouldn't,
What exactly did you tell him?
I told him that the things I went through put me in a place that was not where I wanted to be in the world. Basically, pretty close to homeless, and I would open up to him a little bit because he's the first person that's really been kind of kind to me.
Yeah.
Aside from this group of people that's like a romantic interest, right? He's the first one that I felt like I could open up to at all. So I would have not told him any details about my friends, but I would have told him that we are not exactly, pet specialists. We have some ulterior motives. We're trying to do a thing here. Basically, my past put me in a situation that required some extreme measures. And so anything he sees from here on out may put him at risk, may put his job at risk, will likely make me and my friends some money so that we can continue to survive in this crazy world after everything that's happened to me and my friends. I'm just going to put it out there that they've been through shit too. And
would you allow him to ask you questions?
Yeah. And I'll basically tell him at this point that.
So let's, before you do this arbitrarily, let's go back in time. You guys have just finished the vertical hump.
Okay.
And we get a scene where you're sort of like in this room. It's like a separated medical bunk area, right, with a locked door and maybe like a what do they call it? Like the glass that's foggy, And on the side, it's got written in like backwards because you're on the other side of the wall. It says like medical. And Paul's in there, and he's like, you're on the cot next to him, maybe laying on his chest, and he's just having a cigarette. He's sitting there smoking, and you just sort of look at him, and he looks down at you and gives you like this fucking stupid shit-eating grin that Paul has, and I guess you just sort of verbal diarrhea or everything. You're just like, bleh, you know, you just start talking about like all of this stuff, and you know, maybe Paul just like has a final drag, and he puts a cigarette out on the floor, and he sits you upright, and he goes, wait, are you here for what are you here for then?
I was here for just the tiger. Now I'm here for the tiger and you.
He sort of like, yeah, looks around a little bit and is like, what, hang on, I really can't get over this. I need to know, like, are you here to steal the tiger? Like, steal Biddy's tiger? Like, is that the thing? Is that the thing why you're here?
That's why I came here originally. That might
and what is this? Is this like you trying to convince me it's okay?
Well, my original plan was to incapacitate you, leave you here, you know, asleep. And you totally changed my mind and made me interested and made me like you and made me care. And I haven't cared in a very long time. So this is me telling you way too much and opening up way too much. And you could really hurt me right now.
So he'll do this thing where, like, maybe you don't see it, but the audience sees it. Like, he puts his hand underneath the blanket and he sort of rubs the spot where his wedding band used to be, right? On his finger.
Okay.
And then he'll just sort of look at you and he'll be like, you're an absolute mystery to me. And then roll me a persuasion check with, you'll get a +2 from your critical before because you rolled 2 10s. And then I'll give you a +1 for that little speech just now.
So I just do type 3 or +3?
Just 3.
Just 3. Excuse my noobness. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, that's good enough. That was the DC actually. So you know, maybe we end that scene of him just sort of like looking at you, and then maybe that same scene comes back into the car with Vi pointing the gun between you and Paul and pulling the trigger, and it just like we just like maybe just see like a bullet ricochet off this guy's knee and into like the ceiling of the van and just flying off. And you know, you two are still looking at each other like with all this stuff going on, and maybe you both sort of react to the gunshots, but you're still just sort of looking at each other, right? What are you spending your turn doing now?
I'm gonna save Paul. I'm gonna save Paul, but also try to make it clear, like try to yell to my friends he's with us.
So, you know, you start to do that, and if you allow me, because it's Paul's turn next, if you allow me, Paul is going to pull out his pistol and he's going to take a shot at Grant.
Okay.
Yeah? If you allow me to do that? Okay.
Yes. So up for that.
Okay.
Nina saves the day.
So, you know, you say something along the lines of, you know, you maybe you see it happening and it's sort of like slow motion for Paul. He sort of sees your head turn and like sort of, I don't know, scream at Nina, and he doesn't really hear, scream at Vi, sorry. And he doesn't really hear what you say. He just sort of, you know, reaches under his arm, pulls out a pistol and just like takes a single shot at Grant. So let's see. Let's go on a break, actually, and then we'll see how well he does.
Come on!
So we'll be back in.
Fucking damn it, Henley.
We'll be back in 3 to 5. Don't go anywhere. More of this to come. let's talk about what happens here. So, Mr. Paul, lovelorn, recently divorced by means not yet quite made clear. Let's talk about how good he is with a gun and what he's using to fire upon his colleague, I guess. Now, these two aren't really connected in any way, aside from the fact that Grant's boss happens to live in the place that Paul works. That's pretty much the only connection that these guys have. So, he's going to take a shot. Let's see what happens here. Same rules apply. Grant is going to get his... Oh, hang on. Sorry. There we go. Okay. So Grant is going to get his karate block. So in case anyone was wondering, they're at such a short distance with their handguns that in my rules of the game, you can't just walk up to a dude, put a gun to his head and pull the trigger. Because in Cyberpunk 2020, the difficulty and the damage is based on... The damage is based on the weapon. So if you walk up to a guy and put the gun to his head, the difficulty is also really small. To the point where you just need to roll a 10 in order to kill a guy. When you shoot a guy in the head, it also adds... you only need to do 4 damage to the person in order to kill them. Because the head any damage done to the head doubles, essentially. And in order to remove a limb in this game, you only need to do 8 damage. So effectively, the kill to kill someone, just walk up to them, put a gun to their head, pull the trigger. Now, in my game, the way that it works, if you walk up to someone, put a gun to their head and pull the trigger, they're going to get their martial arts expertise in order to dodge it. Like, you know, that's like them slapping the gun away, or like, you know, dodging, or like ducking, or whatever it is that they do.
Breaking into Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay, sure, yeah. I mean, whatever.
It was just going through my head because, you know, put a gun against his head, pull the trigger.
Okay. I was sitting there just like being like, did he dodge a gun bullet in that video clip? I don't like think he did. Anyway, so
is that song all about kung fu?
Yeah. So he's gonna
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
All right, so yeah, this is good stuff. So he hits. So he does 1 damage. Is that with the 5? Is that with the 5 armor?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So let's see. Since this is important. 2. So that's like top of the chest sort of thing. So his aim is pretty fucking true. Just like blap. 1 shot straight in there. His handgun skill is 4, so he can shoot 2 times. So he's going to take another shot. Yay. Oh god, I keep fucking doing that. Sorry. 21. And now imagine how hard this game would be if I didn't have these sweet he's injured now. I don't think that does anything to us. Oh, he hits him again. Good god. So this, I mean, like, so basically what happens here is
Paul, fucking hell.
Paul basically like pulls this gun out, shoots Grant in the chest, and it sort of like hits him, and he starts bleeding. Like basically, he puts his hand up to where he got shot in the shoulder, and blood starts dripping down his like. Because I imagine he was like bulletproof vest on top of a white like button-up shirt, right? This is what I imagine Grant to be doing, and his white shirt starts just coloring with red blood. After he gets shot, and Grant's just fucking furious. His eyes are just like extremely fucking just pissed at this point. Yeah. So he's just fucking infuriated at Paul, and Paul just goes, "Sorry, mate," and then just takes another shot. This time, completely. Just shooting him again. Oh god, he might kill him. No. Okay, so, you know, he shoots, but this time he sort of like dodges down and gets him. A ricochet hits him in the leg, dealing 4 damage to his leg as well. At this point, wait, hang on, no, that was wrong. That's wrong. There we go. That's better. So Grant is just sort of like just sitting there, just completely fucked up right now. He's got a wound in his leg. He's got a wound in his shoulder. He doesn't know which one he's supposed to hold to stop bleeding the most. Let's see, Voxel, your turn. What are you doing here, brother?
I'm not really sure what to do at the moment, but I did receive the signal, so Voxel.
Classic signal.
Are
you driving along going classic Vi?
No,
he's grabbing one, being like,
no, like Vi. It might be like one of those situations of like in the past you've seen Vox, and there's 2 modes to Vox. There's one where it's just the straight face, doesn't really give a shit, and then there's bad shit crazy.
Are we getting Voxel number 2 right now?
So what's gonna happen is he's gonna try and do some stuff with the car. So he's thinking things are going down. He's not even gonna look back. Ooh, actually, I'm gonna do a cool check here, Henley. This is just for me and my RP.
This will be a -3, given that you've rolled terrible cool checks so far.
Okay, so it's a 7 cool. So this is between Vox trying to decide whether or not he needs to go crazy or if he needs to deal with the situation that's to the right of him, which is this little chick. Just
why is your cool rolling a +0?
Oh, I did it wrong. Never mind.
I thought so.
I did that wrong. I was on another sheet. Here we go. I got it. And I crit. So I got.
Roll me a 1d10. If it's really bad, something bad happens. If it's if it's a 1, it'd be fine.
Please don't crash. Please don't crash.
Ooh, okay. So something you're sort of like snapping a little bit. Like maybe you've got like the gun going off in your ear, sort of made it go like what do they call it? Tinea? Is that like
tinnitus?
Tinnitus.
The way that I'm imagining
tinnitus, yeah.
The way that I'm imagining it, because like when we first made up the character, he does have a little bit of like a mental thing going on, and I've been trying to like play into that word. He kind of snaps in between the 2 modes. So I want to do a cool to see if he actually can remain composure in the situation, or if he can just go into the crazy that he is.
You rolled a fucking 1, so
he's going crazy. So basically what Vox is going to try and do is he knows there's a lot of people standing in the back with a big ass tiger, so he's going to start driving erratically, and I don't know what that's going to do, but that's what Voxel would do.
Okay, given the circumstances, this would be like a -2 because of how much weight you got in the back of this thing.
Okay.
But you've pretty much got like open road. There are a few cars around here. It's not like peak hour or traffic or anything. It's not like fucking San Francisco traffic or anything like that. So
yeah. No.
Think like there's as much traffic as there was in the Matrix highway scene. You know what I mean? Like it's just sort of normal traffic. Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever seen that video where it shows like with tractor trailers, how when you have a heavy load in the back and not properly in the middle, if you start to curve, the car starts to just slide back and forth. Basically, he's trying to do that.
Yeah, I've seen Initial D. I know what's up.
Yeah. He's trying to do the crazy back and forth, trying to knock people on their asses and just stun them or whatnot so that Vi can just shoot people while they're on the ground.
Okay.
Maybe
so do you say anything? Like, is there like some sort of code word that everyone has when you're just like, I'm fucking doing it? Instead of like saying everyone hold on, it's like you say like
crazed laughter from the front.
You say something like cheesecake, and then you just fucking wrench the car.
No.
The safe word is banana.
It might be one of those situations where, like, you see Vi, she gets off 2 shots, she's, like, happy that they hit dead square, and she maybe, like, turns to the right a little bit, and then you just see, like, the kind of like the snap in the Joker, right? Where the Joker could be calm and composed and it just goes into that wicked smile. You just see this wicked smile go on Vox, and then you just see his foot like hit the floor, and then he starts just driving like a madman.
Ah, fuck.
And you said a -2.
Yeah, -2. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty fucking good.
Yeah. So the idea here is to
15 for everyone playing at home.
Yeah, he's just going back, forth, trying to keep control of the vehicle, but also trying to cause as much chaos in the back, throw people off balance, knock them over, stun them, whatever happens from doing that.
Yep. So we'll get an athletics check from everyone when it's their turn in order to do their turn correctly. If they fail it, then they can't. They'll have to do their turn with a disadvantage.
Seems as Voxel and Vi already had a conversation, would that make me exempt from that?
I'd say you're sitting in the front that makes you exempt from that.
Yeah, you're not standing in the back of a van.
I guess.
And you also have a seatbelt on.
But
Yeah, Vi's super conscious about road safety.
No, that might have been one of those things where it's just like, we need to go. And then Voxel just kind of looks over and just like, here's your seatbelt.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's just like...
I probably winked at you and gone, clink.
Clunk, click every trip, kids.
I like the idea that actually when you're driving this car, it does that annoying sound of like, there's a passenger seat that just doesn't have the entire time. It's perfect. I like it. Okay, so let's go to the next character, who is Grant. I did that wrong. I did those two backwards, but it worked out better anyway. More native. So Grant, in his unholy state, is going to take up arms against them. Actually, you know what?
Does he not need to do an athletics check?
He does, but I actually know I know what he's going to do.
Shoot wildly.
I know what he's going to do here. All right. Athletics. Where the fuck is it?
Reflex skill, second down.
Okay, he doesn't have it. But what does he have? Does he have anything that's appropriate here?
I don't know.
Awareness / notice? No, that doesn't really work. He has combat sense. I guess that works in this situation.
Well, it could also be one of those situations where he just doesn't have it and he loses his footing. I know that's happened to us before. If you don't have the skill, you can't.
Yeah, it is true. It is true. But solos have this particular skill of being able to be aware in combat. But it's true about not having that sort of stuff. So I'll tell you what. I'll let him do this stuff. So which way are you swerving?
I guess in 6 seconds. Which side was Grant on? Because Vox would have been aware of that.
Probably on the same side that you're driving. So if this is America, it's probably the left side.
Right.
Yeah. I always get confused because
it would have been a jerk to the right to try and just throw him forward.
Okay. Yeah. No. He gets thrown forward. He loses the first part of his turn. So what this does essentially, he spends the first action of his turn riding himself. And this will be the same for everyone unless you pass an athletics check, which means that the first action on your turn will be essentially the second action of your turn. So, you'd just be getting a -2 for your first action. That's all that it means, right? But let's. So basically, he's going to pull out the gun, and he's going to point it at the cat, and he's going to be like, "I see what's going on here. Fuck you, Paul." And then he's going to take a shot at the cat.
Oh, motherfucker.
So Kitty died.
Well, cats are very strong. Cats are extremely strong.
But they don't have armor, right?
No.
Mr. Tiggle's first flak vest.
We have like a battle cat in our hands.
I mean, you might.
No, hopefully, what's her name got like a pristine condition Nokia cell phone for him, and it just like happens to be right where the guy shot him.
Yeah. Flashback.
Maybe
to,
she got him a skin weave.
Flashback to when the cat was just a little kitten, and Mama Biddy's like, now when you get lost, you call Mama on this phone, and then we get a flashback to him shooting, and it just like bounces off the Nokia 3315 in his chest face.
Ricochets directly between his eyes. He falls over dead.
Yeah, those
Lucky it doesn't even have a scratch on it.
Yeah.
Those Nokias have to have an SP of like 50 or something.
I'm just gonna, what's your arm made of? Old phones. Shit.
You can even scratch those ones because they had that plastic screen on them. They went the black ink behind it.
All right, so this.
You know that bit in Indiana Jones where like he hides in the fridge from a nuclear blast? That phone was made by Nokia.
Yeah.
Not what fridge, sorry, made by Nokia.
Okay, so hang on a second. Let me just work out how much he has here. So this is kind of like the sticky situation because the sheet's like, oh yeah, tigers have a body strength of 20. And it's like, fuck, what does that mean for BTM, man? It's so stopping power is like, we could just like say it's maybe like 8. Because of at 10 you have 5 stopping power like BTM, and then it wouldn't just be double because it will get fall off. So yeah, I would say it's about 8. So he's going to take a shot at this tiger, and it really comes down to just his damage roll here. So God, I'll just point it at the kids for now. Oh no, we're just pointing at this guy.
Just pointing at the kids. What are they doing in the van? Wait, are you gonna tell me that the kids are like wearing a tiger suit and just that the whole time? You're just inside of this little tiger costume.
So so basically
Kids all the way down.
he pulls out this gun, right? And he's like, fucking tiger, he's like, fuck you, Paul, and he takes a shot. And it's just like the cat just goes. The cat doesn't do anything because it's medically comatose, right? But like, it just like shoots in between, like on the shoulder or something like that. And he just looks down at the cat, and the bullets just sort of like ricochet, like sort of just like embedded into its skin, and just sort of like just digs in and does nothing, sort of thing. And he's looking at this cat, and he's like, "What the fuck?" He's gonna take another shot as well.
I thought he lost his first. How many turns did he get?
As many turns as he wants. He gets a -4 this turn though. So
Didn't he lose his second turn?
no. What I'm saying is you lose. You spend your first part of your
lost in action.
Right,
no, you don't. There's no actions in this game. How long have you been playing, Peachy?
Yeah.
So basically, when your turn comes, you can do as many actions as you want, but every subsequent action, you get a -2. What I'm saying is, when you lose your footing, you spend your first turn, your first part of your turn, which would give you, 0 penalty, riding yourself instead. So you start off your turn at a -2 instead of starting it off at a 0, right? That's pretty much what this does. So his first shot was at a -2. His next shot's going to be at a -4. Yeah. Like, basically, he doesn't even shoot the cat. Like, maybe you're erratic driving. He shoots the space next to it, and he's just like, you could see he's visibly frustrated. And, he's got, like, blood dripping down his arm into, like, the handgun sort of thing, and it's making it all sticky in his hand and stuff like that. Not that I'm saying that's the reason why he missed, but it definitely helped that he's injured.
You fucking suck!
Well, he's also very injured. So, Hal, what up, big boy? What are you doing?
Well, I don't have a gun. I don't have blade legs.
Give me an athletics check.
Oh yeah, I should do that too.
Didn't you pass your call, or was that Nina?
I passed my call.
No, this is for fucking his erratic driving.
Yeah. 10.
All right. Yeah, you good.
Right. So I don't want this guy shooting my damn payday. I'm just gonna like take a swing at him, just try to punch him, I guess. Small confines of this van.
I tell you what. Do you have strength feat?
Strength feats.
It's a
what's that?
skill.
I'm guessing
It's under body. Yeah.
body. No.
If you had strength feat, I would say that you could Sparta kick this guy out the back of the car. But
That is the first idea that came into my head was to like pick him up and throw him out the car. But I was like, I don't know what that entails.
all right,
I
so
would so love to see that.
you could potentially like reach over, open the
This
open
is a van!
open the back of the van, and then you could potentially like see if you can punch him out.
Is this can I just spam IP and get strength feat now, or is that something I have to train?
No, you can fucking get it now if you wanted to.
Yeah. All right. So I have 52. I'm going to spend some here.
You have 52 IP. Jesus
I'm
Christ!
spending it.
What do you? I mean, with 52 IP, you can get a lot of skills. You could like, what are you aiming for? Like, what are the skills you're aiming for? Like, what is your street deal right now?
Street deals 5.
So if you were to go to 60, it would cost you, I think it's like maybe 60 points or 70 points. Hang on, let me check. Because if you get street deal to 6, you actually like become a higher tier. So to go to skill level 60, you need 50 points. So to go to skill level 6, you need 50 points.
Okay. And since I already one time before I had crit, so there's a 2 in there. So does that mean I only need 48 points?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Then to go a skill from 0 to 1 is 10 points?
Yes.
Okay.
So what are you doing here? Do you have enough to get both of those?
I don't. I'm just short.
I tell you what.
Right after tonight.
After tonight, you definitely will. I wouldn't recommend putting more than like you can put 20 points into strength feat, right? And that'll give you 2 points. And at the end of the session, you'll probably get a decent chunk of XP for getting a tiger if it's still alive. So do you want to take that gamble?
Yeah, I'm going to take that gamble. So I'm going to spend 20 of my AP points to get Strength Feat 2. And
Okay.
I will...
I'll just get visibly stronger in front of you.
No, he's probably just like, my fight money! And then he just like kicks a guy out the back of the car or something like that. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, so I want to... Yeah, I want to open the back of the car door, and then I just like grab him by his collar, his vest, or whatever. And I just want to fucking strong arm him out of the back of the van, at the back of the truck.
okay, yeah, so maybe you just like grab him by the chest and you just sort of fucking ram him into the back of the car and just fucking push him right out. Give me a strength check, man. Let's see how you do. Sorry, a strength feat check.
Please, come on, give me those exploding 10s.
Oh!
Yes!
Oh!
I got one.
He got a 28. He got a 28, which is... Okay.
Does he get an extra IP on top of that extra strength feat he just got?
Yeah, he just gets an extra IP on top of for strength feat, yeah. Jesus fucking Christ, guys. Okay, so you grab this, like basically everyone's having this moody mood and he's shot the tiger and maybe you weren't really like, maybe you're just sort of like watching it unfold, letting it happen because you're not the type of guy to get into gunfights and that sort of stuff. But he damaged the goods, dude.
Yeah.
He damaged the goods.
I was fine with them shooting each other. I was like, yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
You broke
Yeah.
the first rule of a street deal. You don't damage the goods.
Don't damage the goods. So you fucking just one hand on the belt buckle, one hand on the collar, fucking just push him into the door and just let go. So the back door just fucking opens up like Moses splitting the Red Sea, and he just like we get the scene of 006 falling from the tower in GoldenEye when he's just like, whoa, he does that. There's a car directly behind him. He just like he hits the road. The car just fucking KOs this guy. Just like pfft. The car swerves and just fucking flips. It's good to assume that Grant is fucking paced. Just like you can see, just like maybe like half a body one direction, half a body another, and there's this paste everywhere. This car just sort of flips. Someone flies out of the car because wear your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. He flies out of the car, and then another car runs into that one. It's just like a big pile up. And maybe you just casually just lean over and you just shut the doors. Sit back down.
What cheesy line do you shout out the back of the van before you close the door?
Oh, damn, I'm normally really good at these.
Thank you for flying Haole Airways.
And that's Aloha.
Maliki Hawa Kawawe, motherfucker.
That's it.
Oh my god. Okay.
Meanwhile, Lucy's lying on the floor and this dude's just go flying over. She's just like,
take an IP fucking voxel and write that in the chat for me. That is going to be the title of the episode.
Yes.
That was fantastic. God damn. So you guys sort of just drive off. Like, everyone calms down. Paul just sort of looks at the gun that he's holding. He's just like, oh god, what have I done?
I think you shot him twice. Once in the chest and once in the leg, I believe. That's yes.
So
I'm aiming at him. Are you with us? Are you with us? Like, I'm still combat aware right now.
So he's not even paying attention to you right now. He's just like, he just puts the gun back into his holster and like he buttons it up and he just sort of slumps back in his chair and all he's doing is like deadpan staring directly into your eyes, Nina.
Nina Sugar, is he with us?
Wait, I'm confused. I'm sorry, distracted by Kitty.
I'm aiming my gun at your boy toy right now, asking you if he's with us. Because like a minute ago, he wasn't with us.
He just shot his coworker. For us.
I mean, a lot of us would, so.
Okay. Well, also, I yelled that he was with us, and so if you're asking me if he's with us, then I am.
Okay, then I'm asking.
He's with us.
Can he be trusted?
Literally jump in front of him and say yes, he is with us. I promise you, he's with us. Bye.
I mean, if Nina says that, like, 100% is putting her gun away, like 100%.
I don't mean to ruin the mood here, but I would advise. But I mean, Henley, I'm not stopping being erratic, driving. I'm going batshit crazy. This is the first time I've gotten to have it out on the open road, and I'm going crazy, doing acrobatics.
I'm patting him on the shoulder. One piece, sugar. One piece.
We're fine back here. The guy's
Does
gone.
this thing have seatbelts? Actually, I should check the tiger for
Is Lucy just like bang across each of the walls of the?
I don't know. Does Lucy maybe have something to calm Voxel down, or maybe Hal has something to calm Voxel down?
I don't want to get while he's driving.
Do we? Okay.
Can't be any worse than he's doing right now.
Here, inject this into his arm.
What is it?
Some sort of like, it's probably some toilet wine. Toilet wine, special brew.
I could just shoot him with this, sugar. I got the trash
I like
can.
the idea that you guys you deal with all the threats, and then you shoot your fucking driver with a train, and the car just fucking.
It's like fucking B.A. Brackus or something, you know. We've got to trank him to get him to stop driving rather than get on the plane.
So, I mean, eventually...
I put my hand on the wheel to just sort of calm it a little bit.
I don't know. You tell me, Vox. What's going on here, man?
Vox is just in the mode. He hasn't gotten to be out on the open road, and he's just ecstatic and having a great time. So it's kind of just like a flashback. There's all this like broody shit going on. There's that awesome like punch out the thing, and then it zooms into Voxel, and it's kind of like the meet the pyro thing from TF2, where it's just like his vision. Where it's like, I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time.
The band's on fire. We're just like,
well, it's like
in Voxel's eyes.
Well, no, it like might be like flashbacks to being like on the open road with the thing. So it's literally like.
Are they unicorns prancing down the road beside you? Just.
No, it might be like a scene out of Mad Max, right, where he's just like envisioning himself driving like the trailer, and there's a
I need chrome.
But
If you start
when I
spraying
put
silver shit on your teeth, I'm diving out the back.
well, no, but if I goes over and like puts a hand on the steering wheel, it might be like one of those scenes of you just get like this face of Vox looking like he's about to stab you, and then he just looks back.
Yeah.
I blacked out there. What's going
there's
on?
a cat that's covered in blood. There's you're missing a passenger somehow. There's like 4 holes in the ceiling from bullets ricocheting off everywhere, and like Paul's looking forlorn, and Nina's like maybe looking ecstatic. I don't know. Like, Nina, how do you feel about this? About his eventual turn to the dark side? You basically like
Something dark side.
I wasn't expecting it. I was hoping for it. I almost didn't believe that it was entirely possible, so I like didn't want to let myself hope. And it happened, and he's with us, and I'm just like, I'm like stupid happy. I'm stupid happy. I don't even care about the tiger. I don't even care about the money right now. I just care about this like person that gave up everything.
It just got
like
in my
amazing.
mind.
It's a miracle. It's a miracle.
It just got in my mind that you're like a Sith, right? And you used some force pussy on the guy to turn.
Force pussy.
Whoa. As I drop things.
I'm slapping Vox on the back going, woo!
No, like if he sees that, it's just gonna be like one of those things. So it's just like, sorry, I blacked out there. What's going on, guys?
I'm just like, Mom.
I've got just like a massive smile on my face.
Where are the rest of the not to be a joy killer, but wasn't there a car full of following us? Are they still what? Also, is that the tiger's blood? I don't think that's the tiger's blood. Hand me a rag a second, would you?
That's a good point. Why don't you guys give me an awareness/notice roll? See where this car is at.
Us?
I don't have education general knowledge, so I probably am not too dumb to even say that, and Vox would probably just like immediately blurt out, "Wait, do tigers have like red blood too?"
Well, yes, of course they do.
Wait,
Did you say I get my combat on my awareness, or is it just perception?
Awareness/notice. That's your perception.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. I'm just making a poll icon here. Boop. There we go.
I can't believe you just chucked him out the back of the van. That is so legit.
I'm excited. Just real quick. How much IP do I put in that box for the crit?
2.
2. Okay. Is it always 2, no matter what?
Yep.
Okay, good to know.
All right. So let me just clear this turn order real quick. Okay. So yeah. No. You guys sort of like maybe you open up the back door again, and you do see a car coming. There was 2 more security guards that you guys needed to deal with, and
Sadly, they weren't in the car directly behind us.
yeah.
Can we have a luck check?
For what?
Maybe the dude hit the car that the security guards were
He
driving.
didn't.
God damn it.
Fucking Voxel and his luck.
So here's the thing. You specifically asked to drive quickly, right? So you got
Yeah, that's
away
true.
from these guys, and now that you've slowed down, they're catching up. Right?
Okay.
So here's the thing. They don't know anything bad has happened, right? Aside from the car crash that they just drove past and that sort of stuff. They think that maybe you guys are slowing down to be safer on the road. So it's not like you guys have to open fire straight away. And that maybe they drive up next to you. Like, are you going? How fast are you going? You letting these guys catch up to talk? Like, what are you doing?
So
you
it was
rolled.
the-
Actually, you roll me a awareness/notice. Hal, Voxel. Let's see if you notice that. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, they don't look like they're aggressively coming after you. You know, like you as a driver, you've sort of calmed down and you've taken note of the situation, and yeah, that's the sort of thing you've taken away from the situation. So
Are they pulling up to the side of the van?
yeah, they wanna see like what's going on.
Which side?
Your side, the driver's side.
Okay. Voxel isn't. He's gonna try and keep a straight face and maybe just not notice them pulling up a side, and he's gonna wait to. Is this like a highway with like a division in the center?
No, it's a fucking highway, man.
Okay,
It's a
so there's
highway
traffic on
with
both
multiple
sides.
lanes, yeah.
Okay, I know what Voxel's gonna do.
Oh yeah, what's that?
He's gonna try and push the other car into oncoming traffic.
Okay. Sure. I mean, these guys aren't exactly aggressive to you right now, but sure, we can do that.
Poor Miss Babinski.
Well, it's either that or we have to deal with them outside of the car, and then we have to buy more bullets, and we could be affording Trump bars with that money.
Fly does have a lot of bullets.
Yeah, alright, so I'm assuming you've taken the time to reload your gun and all that stuff.
Yeah, actually, I need to remove ammo from that.
So yeah, you get him into a situation, then the passenger's sort of winding down his window and he's like, "What happened? There's a big car crash behind us."
And it might be one of those things where he looks over, he sees like a car coming, and then he like slams on brakes ever so slightly just so he's hitting them not fully from the side, but so he's turning into them to try and ram them over.
Okay, yeah.
And he's just going to try and push him into oncoming traffic and then correct himself.
You're just not going to worry about talking to them, you're just going to...
What happened?
It's not that tuning. Fuck.
Alright, well... This is the sort of question that I have. I mean, like, do I just hand wave this stuff, or do I look up, like, car-to-car, like, collision stuff and see what the deal is there? I'm thinking I'm going to hand wave it for now. But if this is going to be a regular thing, I should definitely look it up. So keep in mind that these rules will probably change in the future if you choose to do this stuff again. But for the sake of the show, we're going to hand wave it. So give me, this will be a drivers versus test, and you'll get a +5 for an ambush as always. But we'll see how we go.
Okay.
Where's drive in this thing?
It's under reflex.
Why is it under fucking reflex?
Have you seen Voxels driving?
Okay, 24. Let's see. Drive. I almost pressed dodge there. Did you put your +5 on that? You rolled a 1. All right. What's the fumble look like on a reflex? Let's take a look here.
Immediately bursts into flames without hitting anything.
Alright, so yeah, fail miserably. 1 point of damage, sprain, fall, make a stun save. Alright, oh shit, we haven't been making stun saves. Fuck, I'm sorry guys. I always forget to do stun saves in this game. It's like that extra bit of thing that I always forget to do. Doesn't matter, it worked out fine. You guys got ahead. So yeah,
First time?
so you guys, so Chip, not Chip, Voxel, you just sort of like, you look at him and you see that he's still there and you're like, oh fuck, we've got a car behind us. And he's just like, "Argh." You turn the mystery machine into the car and you push him into oncoming traffic. He's going to get another driving check here. And his car just for the most part goes along with yours. And then you sort of peel off, right?
Yeah.
And you did it like fucking almost easily. Like it was like, and in a lot of cases the cars might get stuck together through intrinsic force or something like that. But you just sort of just like boop, and then he just sort of drove into oncoming traffic. He's going to get a driving check here. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to do a driving check for Joe and Joanna, which is the civilian model of Cyberpunk, and I can guarantee they don't have drive, but they're going to have a drive skill check anyway, which is basically just a straight reflex check. Cool. 13. And then Soldier Man will as well. Okay, so yeah, he sort of dodges the first car, and then he's going to drive back into your side of the road. And at that point, shit's hit the fans. Let's do some initiative, guys and girls. Make sure you click your icon before you roll, by the way, so that it goes onto the thingy here.
Wait, are we all doing initiative? Right?
Yes. Make sure you click your icon this time.
Yep, I did it. Hang on. Use one more thingy. Yeah, I did a thing.
There we go. Save that. So that was Paul Tiller. Now these two other dudes are going to have their initiative. And what we're going to do, we're just going to have one initiative here, because they're essentially... oh, no, we're going to do two. We'll do two. Because for the most part, they are tied together, but they're not really...
I guess one's driving, the other one's riding shotgun.
Yeah. But, their move is sort of inherently based on their ability to get closer. So, they're in a car. That's just sort of how it works. Okay. And sending. Okay. Vi, you're up. What are you doing? So these guys are sort of behind the car now for the most part.
Can I aim?
How are you going to aim at behind the car?
Well, I'm going to poke my head out the window of the truck, and I want to aim at the tires.
Okay.
Because tires have inherently less armor than people.
Yeah, they're also a very small target.
I'm pretty good shot, though.
Okay. All right, so this is going to be, I'm going to say, it's normally a -4 to aim on your roll, but this is a very small target, a very small moving target, so I'm going to add another -2 on that, so it's a -6.
Wait, it's negative to aim?
Yes, it is. Because you have, so basically you take away from your attack roll to hit. So basically what happens is...
Oh, is aim to do damage, is it?
No, your attack roll is how, like... The distance is how hard it is for you to hit. If you aim, you add a negative to that hit, right? But it means that your attack radius is smaller. So when you hit them, you still roll a 1d10, but in this case, it'll be a 1d, what is it, like 4 or something like that? And if you get like a 1 on the 1d4, you'll hit the tire. That's essentially what that means. So
I got more chance of hitting if I don't aim.
Yeah, you do, but you'll be hitting a larger target. So you're aiming for a smaller target, essentially, is what you're doing.
Yeah, so what's happening here is that you're just taking precision and time to focus in on a shot and try to get like that precise marksman shot, which means it's harder because you're aiming specifically there, whereas if you were to just take an attack, there's a chance you might hit the wheel. Or there's a chance you might just like...
Oh, right. That takes away that D10.
It makes it... From a D10, it makes it a D4. And in order for you to hit what you want, you need to hit a 1.
Right.
So it makes the chance of you hitting a thing considerably easier.
I'm not going to aim then. I'm just going to spray at the car. 2 shots at the car.
What's your handgun skill?
It is enough to take 2 shots. We've done this. My handgun skill is...
It needs to be 4 to take 2 shots.
Yeah, I think I'm 5 on handgun. Yep, 5.
Okay. So what you do is you just half that, and that's how many active shots you can take, like single shots you can take.
2. Yeah, 2. Yeah. I think we said I could do 3, but the rate of fire on this gun is only 2 anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, I'd probably round it up in that instance. Then, yeah, that's fine. 2 it is. So take 2
So
shots.
the first one's a -4. -8.
Why is that? What are you doing?
Oh, no, I'm spraying, so it's -4.
Spraying? What do you mean?
I'm not aiming.
Then
I'm just going to take 2 shots at the car.
Then you just roll. There's no minus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about full auto for 2 shots.
There is no full auto for handguns. I mean, there might be special handguns that can do that, but certainly not.
No, not with a revolver.
No, you fucking miss.
Something weird happened there.
And the second one...
No, you rolled a 4, so...
Well, it was rolling a 1d10 plus 5 plus 10 plus 1.
What are you trying to... What did you point at?
Oh... I shot at myself? No, Vi attacks it through Edred.
Just click at one of the dudes down here.
I want to shoot at the car, though.
Yeah, shoot at the dudes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
We have to have a target, so... That's fine. Roll a 1d10.
Come on, ones. Oh,
So in order for you to hit these guys in the car, you need to roll essentially a 7 or higher. Sorry, a 3 or higher. Yeah, 4 or higher. So.
And I need a... What do I need to hit the tire? Because I'm shooting at the car, not the people.
If you're shooting at the car, then you'll hit the car, but you won't do anything to the car. Unless you're specifically aiming to do damage to the car, you're just basically shooting at the car.
So what was the point of the 1d4 then?
All right, Peachy. I need you to listen, okay? Stick with us.
I'll just shoot the driver.
Okay, so you miss the driver. You shoot the car, essentially. Because, okay, so the driver is chest up, right? That's all you can see of the driver. If you try and shoot through the car, you won't hit them.
I have to get chest or head.
You have to get chest or head, right? So on a 1d10, chest or head is 4 and down. So 4, 3, 2, 1, right? If you aim, you take a negative to your attack. But that will mean...
Minus 8 to attack is too bad. I don't think
it's minus 6 because it's a moving target, right? It's 4 to aim and negative 2 because it's a moving target, right? If you manage to do that and still hit, you roll a 1d4. And then your chance of hitting the guys... I'm pretty sure aiming is either a -4 on the d10 or... I'm going to double check that. Because I don't think it's a 1d4 because that would make it too powerful.
I'll just keep shooting at the drivers for now because it's easier. Is it a -5 for my next shot?
What? Why are you getting him -5?
Or was it minus? Because that's what you gave me last time to shoot to Grant twice.
Well, that's because you were affected by cool.
Actually, Henley, isn't aiming supposed to be you take a solid round, up to 3 rounds of just trying to hone in on a shot to gain 1 point for each round that you spend aiming?
Hang on. I'm looking it up right now. All right. Okay. Okay. Trying to hit a particular limb without aiming is a -4 to hit. If you aim, sorry guys. Talk amongst yourselves. Aiming games are a +1 for each consecutive term of aiming up to 3 rounds. So here's what you get, right? If you aim, you get a +1. But so if you aim for 4 turns, you can hit with a negative. Wait, I need to look that up. But I'm pretty sure you just roll a 1d10 -4, and that will give you the limb hit radius because that takes away the lower part of the body. So if you aim, you get a +1, right? But if you aim to hit a particular limb, you get a -4, which means that you get a -3.
Right. So aim would be just to get me a +1 to hit the person. If I want to hit a specific thing,
yeah,
is that a
harder.
minus? Where I get a smaller radius.
You get a smaller radius if you hit it.
With you. Okay, so my second shot at these guys is at a -2
because it's your second turn. Right. And what are you doing? Are you aiming?
I'm shooting the same guy again.
Okay, roll 1d10.
Come on. Big numbers.
No. So basically you just put 2 bullets into the front of the car there.
Oh. Okay.
Well, you're aiming for the dudes, and they're in a car.
I wasn't aiming. I was just shooting at the guy.
You're shooting at the guy. It's
yeah.
Yeah, you're just like hitting the carburetor right now.
Yeah.
I don't understand the fuck how this game works, but go.
Don't worry about it. I can go over it later.
Yeah. Voxel, what are you doing?
Okay. I'm trying to see if I can. So, what would be best here? I'm trying to figure out what would be best in this situation.
Well, I mean, you have a gun.
because-
You can fucking wind down
I
the
don't have a
window
gun.
and take it. You don't? Okay. Well.
Nope. Fox only uses a sword. I mean, he has a gun, but he didn't bring it with him.
You haven't got a handgun skill, have you? Because there's
Yeah, it's
another
like a
gun in
one.
there.
Yeah, it's like a 1.
There is a 9mm and a budget arms in the glove box.
Yeah, no, I don't think Vox is going to do that. I think Voxel is going to use his weapon of choice, which is a truck.
You gonna brake? You gonna brake check this fucking car? Because they're behind you.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, if brake checking or if getting around them wouldn't be the better tactic here.
Well, this is a chase, so you would need 2 consecutive rounds of, and I say it can rounds as in like, you know, not you just using your turn twice, because you're not going any faster in a car. So
Right.
you would need 2 consecutive rounds of beating them in a drive check in order to run away from them.
Okay. I guess I'll do that for now.
Okay.
I'm going to try and get an advantage on them. I'm going to try and get ahead of them. So just flat drive.
Yep. This will increase the difficulty. If you pass this, just an FYI, this will increase the difficulty for everyone's handguns checks to medium instead of close.
Okay, that's fine.
So, driving. All right. Yep. So you get some distance from them. Drive them closer, can hit them with a sword. Yeah, exactly. So you manage to, like, I don't know, like swerve, and like maybe they swerve but they don't like take the swerve correctly or something like that, and you manage to get like an extra, like, maybe, I don't know, 30 or so meters ahead of them.
Or maybe it's like one of those things, like, you know, where you see that like that gif of the truck driving, and they manages to like squeeze right through like a small little gap.
Yeah,
between
you're
two
using
cars.
traffic to your advantage here, right? You're basically getting ahead of them.
Fucking GIF.
Yeah.
GIF.
Okay. Paul is gonna. No, these guys are gonna have a turn, so they're gonna take a shot, or this guy's gonna take a shot at the wheel of your car. So he is going to aim for 1 turn, which allows him to. No, he's going to take a shot at a negative, trying to hit the thing at a -4, at 50 meters, so medium distance. Let's take a look. Weapon. Okay. Handgun versus. Oh no, he's just going to click that guy. Oh, sorry, that was supposed to be at a -4 as well. So 23 is still a hit.
Isn't
And
the
he rolls a 1d10.
Yeah.
-4. Oh, yeah, no, he totally popped your tire. So can I get a reactive driving check from you, Mr. Voxel, with a -5 for a pop tire? To make sure that you don't... Okay, cool. So you don't fucking flip the car by mistake. Good job. But what is the result of that is these guys catch up. So your previous roll is gone. Going forward, you'll take a -2 because you've lost a tire as well on your driving check. But these guys have managed to close the distance, and then he's going to take another shot at the other tire as well. This time it's going to be a -6 because it's his second turn shooting.
don't they get another -2 because it's a moving target?
Yeah, but that's still, he still hits. It was a 21 if that was the case.
Oh no, I just mean going forward.
Yeah. So it'd be -6, 7, 8. But he's perfectly fine. All right, so he doesn't pass. 'Cause he was one off. Lucky you. So yeah, you guys are basically like, you know, you're driving away, and maybe Chip, Voxel, you're just sort of like celebrating a little bit, and then you hear the gunshot go off, and the tire just goes, and you sort of reactively like counter steer the car. And it sort of slows down a little bit, and then the car sort of drives past, and then he like takes another shot and sort of like bounces off the wheel housing around the front of the car, sort of thing. And these guys are sort of like right next to you now, and Paul is going to he's going to sort of tell you to sort of duck Voxel, because he's going to shoot through your window at the guy. So do you duck, or do you just stay upright?
I duck, but it's gonna be like one of those things where he just like goes to the side.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's more movie style than anything. So he's gonna take a shot at these inner city soldiers. So let me just add these guys' health here real quick. And okay, good. So Paul is going to take a shot. And boom. So this will be at a -2. 17 is good enough. And yeah, so let's see. 1d10. Oh yeah, no, this sort of hits the car door. He's going to take his second shot at a -4. Not good enough. Yeah, so the second one just sort of like maybe... So basically he's just like duck, and he takes like 2 quick shots out of his handgun. Both go through, like the window sort of breaks around you, Voxel, like there's broken glass on your seat and maybe down your like shirt and stuff like that now. But, you know, he peppers the door of the other car, and... you know, that's enough for them to sort of like fall back a little bit and just take up their position again behind the car. Nina, you're up. What are you going to do? Jump to the other car and like swing your legs around and try and kill them?
Sure, why not? Can I do that?
I mean, yeah, you'll probably die, but you're more than likely to try.
I mean, I don't want to die. I don't want Paul to die. I don't want my friends to die.
Do you have a gun?
Those are my priorities. My gun skills are just nowhere near my leg skills, though.
Yeah, given the situation, I feel like it'd probably be better to use gun skills. But that's
Really?
just me. Considering you're in a
have
moving
some.
car, yeah.
I do have some gun skills.
Okay, what do you got? Like, do you have a gun with you? Do you actually have a weapon with you though?
Okay, so my handgun, I only have 1 point in handguns. I thought I had
That's
like
more than
5.
enough. Yeah, that's more than enough to shoot a gun.
Okay, well, can I grab someone's gun?
We only have like, so Paul has a gun. The other guy got pushed out the back. I tell you what, give me a luck check. Let's see if his gun's still in the car.
I've got a gun.
I threw him out. Can it be my luck?
Yes, actually, you can be your luck.
The gun's in the car then.
Okay, look. No modifier, right?
Yep.
Oh, oops, I did too. I'm so sorry.
So, yeah, Nightmare, when you pushed, Hal, when you pushed him out, he probably dropped the gun on there. But no one's picked it up because it's like under the leg of the tiger, right? But Nina, you're fine. You just sort of reach down and grab the gun.
I'm good with the tiger.
Yeah,
I like the tiger.
You reach down, you grab the gun, and you just sort of, like the car's behind you, so I imagine you sort of open the door, the back door, right? And you just, you know, take your shots that way. So go ahead and roll me, just click on one of the little dudes down the bottom here. And doesn't matter which one. And then roll me, do you have a gun set up in your character?
How do I? Well, I have the handgun skill.
Yeah, but it's under weapons, right? So let's take a
look. Okay.
Yeah, you have a handgun. Yep, you do. You have Die Long Street Master, so you're fine. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
We'll just use that for now. It's silenced and holstered, so there you go.
Okay,
so click the first gray circle next to it. And then put -4 in there. Yeah.
Okay.
You spent your turn picking the gun. Fucking what?
Is
Three tens? What
Is that good?
3.
I don't know what that means.
Whoops! I
means-
accidentally critted really hard. Is that good?
That means on a 1d10, you rolled a 41. Think
Yay!
about-
I think.
Oh my god.
That's like my first really good roll ever.
So
Are we still doing a thing with exploding? You get an extra rank in that?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Do we have rules for double
Instantly become better.
Yes.
I tell you what.
That was a triple exploding, wasn't it?
I mean, we can't. You can't have like a skill that gets like 3 points in it because you rolled once. I tell you what. For every two, for every 2 exploding die you get in execution, right? So if you get 4 exploding die, I'll give you 2 points, but I won't give you 1 for 3 because it's probably going to happen by the end of the game. So in case everyone was wondering, yes, really, because it'll cost you money to experience to do that, right? You can't just be like, all of a sudden I'm a god.
Why not?
Because later in the game, when handgun gets expensive, when you go from 5 to 6, it's like 60 XP, right? So if I just give it to you because of 1 good roll, if I give you 2 levels after 5 for 1 good roll, the game will become broken. So.
Okay, that's fair.
That's yeah. So make handgun level 2 now, and I'll also give you 2 floating IP because you got an extra crit. Right, that's fair. So Nina rolled a 10, a 10, a 10, and a 7, and with her 8 and a -4, she got 41. She also.
I'm so sorry, but the floating IP.
Yeah, just put it next to handgun. Has to go specifically next to handgun. Yeah. So, yeah. Roll me. You know what? I'll give you this as well since you critted. That's unbelievable. That's a fucking. To give you an idea, the hardest roll that you like. So to put it in perspective, with a handgun right now, with that shot, you could fucking shoot a penny off a can of Coke at 200 meters away. Like, actually, it would be closer to 300 meters. You'd just be like, boop, and then you could just get the penny, like, straight away. Like, that's like throwing a dart from, like...
And not even knock the Coke can over.
Yeah,
just hit the penny.
Just hit the penny, right? That's how accurate...
The comparison is the most hilarious one since I literally cannot do that. That's really funny.
Most athletes, professional athletes, would have to aim. You just, like, whip it out and shoot, and you just fucking do it, right? That's what that... You know Deadeye from Suicide Squad? I haven't seen it. I want to. You could shoot a target and then shoot the hole that you shot through previously. Like that's the sort of accuracy that you have. So with that shot, give me a 1d2. 1 will be for the passenger, 2 will be for the driver.
Okay, remind me how to do that exactly.
Just write /R space 1d2.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, so you're just like, God, maybe you're getting frustrated, or maybe you're just like, hey, Paul, check this shit out. Open the door. You just like, maybe you just look over, see the guy driving, pull out your gun, shoot him right between the fucking eyes. This driver like spazzes out, turns the car just flips sideways and just completely just fucking hits like. Maybe you're going down.
Like, oh, well done.
You're going down like
Paul's all excited, and I'm all excited that he's excited.
You're going down like an off ramp or something like that, and the car like gets fucking forked in an off ramp like divider, and just like sort of like bends over this ramp thing here, and you guys just fucking drive away.
I'm assuming Miss Babinski doesn't survive.
Miss Babinski was, yeah, she was in the other car, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoops.
God. I didn't want to kill Miss Lewinsky.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Voxel seeing that and seeing the car get wrecked, he might be tempted to just stop the car, run back, and loot him. But he's not going to. He knows that there's probably heat on him.
Why sees that look in your eye and just puts her hand on your hand and just goes, "Not today, sugar."
We do need to stop and change the tire at some point quite soon, though.
Oh my god.
How far away, sugar? How far are we away from the mizzle?
He's gonna look at you and he's just gonna be like, "Was that
Le Casa toilet wine, sugar?"
toilet wine? Oh, the place, the house with the kids. They better not have their fucking hands out. I don't know, but we'll get there soon."
And with that, we get an exit shot of the car just going off onto the off ramp and driving away.
Oh no! I like that thing of like the car driving away, like maybe like from a front distance, and it just kind of zooms in on the tire, just like doing the weird thing where it goes doom doom.
Now you know what happens. The last thing we get is just like the hubcap of your car is like popping off and like boom, and just rolling away.
One of the
And-
guys just crawls out of the car. He's just like, "I made it, I survived," and the hubcap just takes him out.
So we're gonna end there for this session because we've had requests that particular games have come out. I won't say which ones. Actually, we will. It's fucking Resident Evil 7, but
Somebody's super excited about Resident Evil 2. Not sure who that could possibly be.
And our
I
dear,
love you guys so much. Thank you so much.
our
I'm
dear
just gonna
Tess has to leave early today, and I feel like that's a pretty good stopping point. You guys managed to, like, that combat would have been excessively difficult. Now imagine that scenario if they had full auto rifles. You guys would have just been fucking Swiss cheesed in that car, like, pretty quickly.
That was basically a Hollywood action scene. We're supposed to be fucking hobos, and we just did a Hollywood action scene.
It was so awesome, though.
That was Night City, though. Like
Yeah.
That's Night City in a nutshell.
Nice
I
to meet
threw a
you.
guy out of a car. He took
Anything
his
is
face.
possible.
Yeah.
That's the moral of this story. Anything.
If you put your if you follow your dreams, you can achieve anything.
Dream big, team.
Yeah,
It's just like it's high noon, just like.
I am a blade wielding runner, and all of a sudden, someone gave me a gun.
No, you know what happened? The void in your heart was filled with another man. And all of a sudden you had the inspiration to be a ruthless fucking murdering hobo.
I'm pretty
Yes.
sure that hearts aren't that low down on the body there, Henley.
A whole
I don't think it was a void that was filled, you know what I'm saying?
I think it was. And emptied, and filled, and emptied.
Can we not refer to Nina's vagina as the void? I'm not cool with that.
Well, I mean, if it was a void that got filled, we got to ask the question: was he being protective or not?
Oh boy. Anyway, let's do some.
We have to roll for that anyway.
Let's do some
And on
shout
that
outs.
wonderful note.
Yeah, let's do some shout outs. Tessica.
I will forgive you every butchering of my name forever because you are awesome.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it.
Seriously, you guys, all of you are just amazing. Absolutely every person that is a part of this incredible D&D thing that I've never done before. All of you and Dave especially have made it so easy and so fun and so just amazing. It's been the best experience I couldn't even have imagined for my first time doing D&D. So thank you. I'm Tess. I play a lot of different games. I am obsessed with Mass Effect forever. I love space and sci-fi and
Welcome.
Thank you. I literally refuse to take this off. This is a thermal clip necklace that one of my subs got me. It's so cool. I love it.
So jealous.
It's ridiculous because I kept complaining that I was running out of ammo all the time. And so one of my subs got me an actual 3D printed thermal clip necklace, and I never take it off, ever. But aside from that, I also like really scary, fun games. that are scary, and I wear a heart rate monitor on stream, and I am really excited to get to play Resident Evil 7 launches. It actually launches in about an hour and a half, but I will be asleep because I have speed work tomorrow because I run in real life, and I'm hoping to run a full marathon for charity for kids with cancer, so it's worth it. All these hard runs are worth it. But aside from that, super awesome game tomorrow, Resident Evil 7. I was hoping to start it today, but tomorrow, long stream, lots of scares. My heart rate is going to be up there. It's going to be a good time.
Nice.
And on that day, Tess became a hummingbird.
Yeah.
Or it just explodes out of my chest. That's possible too.
I'd pay to see that. Wait, no.
Wait, you want me to die?
I just rethought that. I was just like, I'd pay to see that if I could then just reverse it. It just, boom. Oh no, it's fine though. Yeah.
All right,
Fuzzy's like the coolest person ever because she got me to do all of this. It's her fault. Blame her and thank her. And also she's just awesome. She's like, she has gorgeous blue hair. Had her sub button for 1 year. So if you haven't subscribed to her already, what are you doing with your life? She'll do that. She is awesome sauce. Go. I don't know where she is in the actual thing. I'm looking at the Zoom window and I just realized
Bottom
where
left.
she is.
Yeah.
Bottom. Okay, so she's.
Yep, you got it.
Bottom.
Yep, right that direction. Yep, right there. You got it. Boom. Look at that. So, our next shout out that we need to get through is Mr. Peachy Pixel 8. Sir, how you doing?
I'm glad you need to get through me. I'm doing good. That was legit. Like, it wasn't as long session, but it was fucking mental. If you like what you saw, follow this channel. If you like me, what's wrong with you? You can follow me on twitch.tv/PeachyPixel8 tomorrow. If you like D&D on PewDiePie's Brad Woto's channel, same thing. 10 p.m. we're doing a Nordic-themed D&D 5e session. It'll be episode 2. Bobby Flail's about to go one-on-one with a frost giant, so he might die. You have to tune in for that. And on Wednesdays, Board Games with Bearded Bros. Yeah, that's going to be just
surely Canadians have like an innate +10 to frost giant,
Probably. I think he's got frost resistance.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Fucking Canadian here. Just offer him a Tim Hortons and he'll just melt. Oh.
All right, Fuzzy, let's hear your origin story.
Fuck. Hi, I'm Fuzzy Freaks. I'm terrible at this shit. I'm a partnered Twitch streamer. I've been partnered for a year. Yay! And I do things over on twitch.tv/Fuzzy Freaks. I've had a lot of fun today. Yeah, it's my day off tomorrow as well. Woo! And I've been playing a lot of RimWorld recently because I found the Cthulhu Cultist mod. It's great.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good, actually.
Yeah, you can totally sacrifice people to Cthulhu for tentacles or psionic brain shit or, I don't know, to fill the map with goats, to summon the Dagon's dudes. And yeah, it's pretty good, man. So yeah, my prisoners don't like me very much now.
Oh. Speaking about, floof, that was terrible. Whatever. No, man. Hey.
I thought we were going to go with the prisoner thing.
Yeah, I was going to try something like that, but I was like, nah, it doesn't work. And then I fucked it up, so I was like, yeah.
Man. Hey, hello everyone. I'm twitch.tv/Nightmare. If you want to see more fuck-ups, come over on my channel where I will be struggling through XCOM Long War mod to watch me come get salty. If you want me not be salty, follow this channel. I am on here now 4 days a week.
Yeah. And last but not least, we have Mr. Voxel, the driver of the group. How you doing, sir? AKA Mr. Chippin' What's up?
Hey, I'm doing good. Once again, thank you everybody for tuning in to watch, and thank you all of you guys for participating in this wonderful ride that is Night City. Never before have we been able to do such silly and stupid stuff, and I'm actually liking the low life, and we're still managing to do some badass shit.
Yeah. I feel like there's more badass stuff in this game because it's like less about you guys auto winning and more about just cool action scenes, like.
Yeah, it's instead of just the auto wins and then it's all depending on how well our imaginations work, it's more the awesome scenes are quote unquote earned even though we're rolling a die.
I mean,
and there's a lot more danger of actual death as well.
Very true.
Yeah,
And it's
and
such
you
a good
guys
time.
are rolling like fucking so well in this game. Like the exploding die is generally making your lives considerably easier. Like that car fight would have gone on a lot longer if Nina didn't just one KO that dude.
That was insane.
I was sat there going, I'm going to actually try shooting somebody this game. And then both times it's just like, and I'm, oh no, never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
That's,
I just got lucky.
God fucking damn it, it's fine.
So, hey everyone, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already done so, please consider hitting the follow button on the channel. It'll really help us grow. Speaking about growth, we do actually now have a Patreon that is specifically supporting the role-playing stuff that we do here on the channel. Exclamation point Patreon if you want to see information about that. We've got a lot of really cool tiers going on. I'm going to be doing stuff later on, like potentially adding a play-by-post game. Not just a role-playing one, but like an actual like hardcore dungeon crawling play-by-post adventure on the Discord. That'll be limited to access by month. So we'll see how that will work. I'm still trying to learn how to do that because it's very different from traditional role-playing games. Whereas like my attention's going to be there like maybe for like 2 hours every night. And we'll see how we go with that. Like it might be a daily thing, it might not. I don't know how that's going to work, but that's sort of where my mind's going right now with the first sort of like attempt at what we're going to be doing there.
That's a really cool idea.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. So let's talk about Die Party real quick. We have 6 active games a week. The first one, Die Party Nightcity, which is this game, 5 p.m. PST, Cyberpunk 2020 Adventure, Mondays, homeless people with guns. Tuesdays, we have Die Party Void Barons, which is a Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader game, which is GM'd by Mr. Sheepdog Gaming over on YouTube. Wednesdays, we have Die Party Blackhand, which is a Powered by the Apocalypse Mafia game, GM'd by Swagula, starring Distracted Elf. It's good. It's a good game. Really good game. Thursdays, we have Die Party Fulcrum, which is a Mutants and Masterminds system game about superheroes run by Dr. Wreckage. Also, a really good game. Fridays, we have 2 games. We have at 9 a.m. PST, it's AM, because it's an EU game. We have Die Party Gambit, which is a Star Wars Edge of the Empire game run by me. Had a first episode last week. It was fucking amazing. You should definitely go check that shit out. Brad Woto, Tilla Charlie, and who's the last one, Peachy? Oh, it's you. It's Peachy Pixelated.
Could be anyone.
And then at 5 p.m. PST on the same day, Fridays, we have Die Party Omen, which is now a weekly game, which is a Dungeons & Dragons 5e experience where there's no magic, and we have to. It's hardcore dungeon crawling, with a DM who's known to kick my ass multiple times. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Board Games with Bitter Bros on Wednesdays, and yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. And remember, when I say roll a d10, I don't mean get a fucking 41 on it.
Test cares not for your rules.
Nice.
Are you not sorry?
Sorry, not sorry. Good night, guys. Peace.
No.